I watched it's
You did not.
dude, I watched Monster Hunter.
You watch that?
I did.
Is that with Charlize Theron?
No, that was your movie that you watched, man.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, that was last week.
Yeah. The
Sorry.
old guy. I watched Monster Hunter with Milla Jovovich. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Milla Jovovich.
Yeah, and Tony Jaa's in it.
Tony Jovovich.
I can say Jaa. I should have done that with Jovovich. And Paul W.S. Anderson, he's the one that directed it.
Because he's banging Milla Jovovich.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. He has a movie. She's in it because she's banging him.
Yeah, but I thought they got a divorce.
She's probably still banging. It's Hollywood.
Maybe. Well, so I went and Googled it, and apparently they did not get a divorce. They had like another kid that just came out in 2020. So
wait, they released another kid?
they released another kid onto the world.
I didn't know about this. See, fucking pandemic. I don't know when kids are released.
Didn't see a trailer for it. But this is a movie. Yeah. It's a movie based on a video game, which I've never played. Have you played this game?
Fuck no. It's like Pokemon on steroids. Like my movie should have been.
Yeah. So you would think like, oh man, this is going to be cool because it's Pokemon on steroids. No.
Because aren't they like really big fake monsters?
Yeah. But I will say, just like yours, I thought the visuals were pretty good.
Was this a Netflix movie or a real movie?
No, it's a real movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I think...
Isn't that sad? That's how we classified them just now.
Is it Netflix or is it a real movie? I mean, are Netflix not real movies?
I don't know. Are Lifetime movies real movies?
No, that's a TV movie. Like, see, Netflix is on a different level.
I can only watch Netflix on my TV or my phone. So are they phone movies?
I can watch regular movies on my phone. So are they phone movies? At that point, I guess.
Theatrical movies.
On my phone at that point. But Lifetime, though, I mean, I can also watch that on my phone if I download it.
What a crazy world we live in.
It is true. But, I mean, Lifetime was meant to be like on a cable, and there's supposed to be commercials. These Netflix films, no commercials. Not supposed to be commercials. Just like Monster Hunter, no commercials.
And no cables.
No cables.
Wasn't Pokemon originally called Pocket Monster, and this one's called Monster Hunter? If you combine it, you get Pocket Monster Hunter.
That's what your movie probably should have been. Again, yeah. So Monster Hunter, I never played the video game. I have no idea.
Why'd you watch a video game movie?
I'm always curious. Yeah.
For this.
Just curious about touching tips. Touching monster movies. So all right, could you please stop? Jeez.
I'm doing what you do with Evan. I miss that.
Why? I don't just interrupt him, but I just talk through him. I don't make weird hand gestures.
Talking doesn't stop you. I make weird hand gestures to stop you.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to focus on my notes and it's not helping. Okay, so
all right.
Monster Hunter.
What's up?
Milla, she's like maybe a mercenary, or she's in a squad, like a military squad. And they're going through this desert, and then all of a sudden, like, there's this storm, and all of a sudden they're transported to like another dimension where there's fucking monsters. They don't know what's happening. They just thought they were in a dust storm with lightning, and they start just like, oh crap, what do we do? Pretty much the whole squad gets taken out. Monsters get them. She's the only survivor, and then this is when Tony Jaa comes in, and they have to interact. And they Tony Jaa doesn't know any English, so I thought that was an interesting take on this. Like, she had to interact with him and try to figure out that.
Wait, in real life or in the movie?
I think he knows some English because he's done some movies that have been here. But yeah, in the movie he doesn't speak any English because he's not very good at English, you know. So he says like chocolate. He says chocolate a lot. Yum. And so it's that dynamic, and I thought they did a decent job with that, like the communication barrier and the whole, like, there's monsters and she doesn't know, is this guy a bad guy or not? She's in a whole new world, and I thought they did a decent job with that. And then I thought it was just gonna be them two, like, trying to fight monsters. Like they figure out, like, all right, we need to take down this monster. We need to like, move, and I don't even know why they wanted to move, but like they need to move locations for a reason. And then guess who shows up?
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Close. Ron Perlman.
Hellboy?
Hellboy himself showed up, and I almost did not recognize him. And Ryan, there's a link in the notes. Click Ron Perlman to see his character, and like, just tell me, like, do you instantly recognize him?
He looks like Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Or he looks like if Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly actually did karate in the garage and touch tips.
Yes. And it looks a little bit like, maybe not from that picture, but he looked thicker. It looked like he put on some weight.
Oh my god, dude, that's so weird. If those two had a kid, that's exactly what it would look like.
It would look exactly like that. And
I like how you put that in the notes.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm getting fancy with the notes with links and everything. He like, dude, he has this crazy hair. So like they tried like, this is like a
Tony Jaa looks like Rufio.
Yeah.
Rufio.
Yeah.
Rufio.
So I thought they tried to do like, again, I never played this game, but I have a feeling like they felt like characters from a video game, especially Ron Perlman was like ridiculous. And there's a fucking like humanoid cat thing in this film.
Is this He-Man?
Dude, basically almost so close. Ron Perlman's like the only other one that knows how to speak English, because he's like, you think you're the first one that's come from your dimension or whatever to like, this and figure out this crap.
The CGI looks good.
Yeah, the CGI is, I would say, really good. It's just, again,
dude,
these plots lag so much, and like, oh, fucking T.I. is in the movie.
Dude, this is like Fast and Furious meets Mad Max with Pokemon and Hellboy.
Yes.
And on Boktai Warrior.
Uh-huh. The only thing they were missing was that romantic comedy part of it.
Dude, he has a giant sword like Final Fantasy as well.
Mm-hmm. This is totally, dude. It's a Asian film, man. It's an Asian video game. Like those aspects are all there, and like Paul W.S. Anderson like incorporated all of it for better or worse. And it is weird at times. It is like when they're just fighting monsters. I thought that was really cool. And as soon as they got past that, and they brought in Ron Perlman, and they go into this whole nother level where like they're it's a video game. You got into another level, and they had to get to the boss level. Yeah, they had to get to the boss level. Where
my movie had boss levels.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
they did kind of have boss levels.
Mid boss and then big boss, and then
the mid boss got blew up.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And so this one, like, they gotta like, all right, so they figure like, all right, they're trying to just get Milla back to like Earth, her dimension, and you gotta go to this big old tower and fight a monster that's there. And so they all try to help her for whatever reason. And I think you can all imagine where this goes, but I just felt like the climax.
They put them in a little ball, and then they go fight later.
Yeah, they captured them and put them in their pockets.
And then Digimon.
Yeah, it. I don't know. It didn't quite hit the mark, and it's set up for a sequel, absolutely, because it doesn't even finish. That was the other part. I got to the end of this film, and I was just like, all right, sweet, we're almost done with this. I'm ready to, the climax. And and then it just...
You're going to watch movies different now.
Yeah. So the pumping, just stopped, and they were done, and they didn't let you climax. So, yeah, this film is kind of like, it just petered out. It petered out.
You would really just have that term.
Yeah.
Like, that's your name.
I know. I like using it, though, but it is kind of like, you can use that as the sex term, too. Like, just when you stop and you just petered out, like, I'm done. Yeah. I need a break. So I got petered out.
Can we, you know what? He's not here to defend himself. And if he listens, he might get mad. Why don't we call it Evan out?
I mean, dude, we've all missed.
Oh, man, I'm going to Evan out. I haven't.
You missed before. Rarely though. You're very good, but that's neither here nor there. So let's
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
So, okay, since we related this movie, okay, you were getting into how this movie relates to sex practices. Is this one of those like ebbs and flow kind of thing, or is it always like very climactic and you're trying all like cool, crazy, different things going on, but it's feeling okay and feeling good, and then like there's one moment where you're like, hold up, it's really hot, let me get some water, and then you just kind of like, can you turn up the fans, and then
I would say yes to certain parts. Like I felt like the first half of the movie was doing that. Like it hit that peak, man. You're like, oh man, this is awesome. This is hot and heavy, and then it went back down to like, all right, let's slow it down and take a little break, and then though it didn't quite hit that same peak that it did in the beginning. You know, you're run down.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
I hate when you can't hit that peak.
Yeah, you're just too tired. Like, oh man, you're trying, you just can't hit it, and so you just, again, this is the peter out part. Like this is the end. Like you petered out. Like, oh man, I hit my limit. I can't do anymore. You know, you try to like, all right, let me throw in another position. You know, change it up a little bit, throw that little twist in there, but it wasn't enough to like actually like. It just never reached that same peak. You know, you couldn't reach the same intensity it did in the very beginning. You know, because you're well rested. So that's how it happened. Like it just kind of like it threw in the new position to try to change up things to get you excited again.
And you didn't finish?
No.
My God.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of excited to watch this because I've heard it's been highly regarded.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people like this. It's Monster Hunter. This is like one of the most popular video games right now.
I mean, yeah, it's popular, but I don't think the movie's not that popular.
That goes to my point that video games should not be made to movies.
Well, so I agree with you to a certain extent, but like, here's the issue: well, I don't have much room to say this.
Did you watch Pokemon
Detective Pikachu? Yeah.
Totally different premise than the actual video game.
Exactly, and that's my point.
Okay.
You're going the right direction that I'm going in. Is like the fact like, hey, use that source material, but just take the little snippets and take that universe and make something cool with it. Like you don't have to do the same exact shit.
You know who perfected it?
Who?
Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Yes. They absolutely they took something,
because we never saw Sonic's real world. Well,
in the cartoon,
a brief moment, like, hey, this is Green Hill Zone, but I'm out of it. I'm in People Zone.
Yeah, for the most part, it's all about the people. But like, the cartoon kind of dove into it, didn't they? Or no?
I'm talking about the movie.
I know, but I'm again like it's using that source material and trying to make something unique with it. You know, take the ideas and the concepts, but like you don't have to try to copy it, and then try to make it unique. Like,
right.
And again, like the idea that you're fighting monsters, like that's a really like. I mean, I guess it's been done, but they did it in such a cool way, and I liked it. There's parts of it that was like, this is really cool, and I'm on board. And then they would lose you as soon as Ron Perlman comes in. And there's fucking cat people. Like that's the part where like, what the fuck just happened? What did I walk into? Like, it almost the weird shit that you can get away with in video games, like you can't do like in a movie, right? Like it's a little bit too strange. And that's what happened. Like they should have like toned it back and just like, hey, you got monsters that you're fighting. Just that's all you need to do. Just fight monsters and just escalate that.
Yeah. The Paul W.S. Anderson fucked up an entire franchise by making movies of it.
See, that's a good example.
Resident Evil.
A good example of him going away from the source material. So I guess, damn it, he's proved my point in multiple ways. Jeez, I don't know what to do with this guy.
We need to get him on the podcast.
Yeah, like, dude, what were you thinking? Like, so maybe he learned his lesson from Resident Evil. Like, oh, dude, I steered too far away from the video game, And so this one, like maybe you try to steer too closely to it, but again, I never play these video games, so I'm just assuming that it's very close to this. But I don't know. No, I think that is the point is that there's someone from another dimension.
Is that how a video game movie content does it? They just put another dimension?
Yeah, it's the easiest way. You know, when you bring someone from another world and like you gotta fight all these crazy shit.
Fucking Mario Brothers did it.
Exactly, but that was something like in the movie though. That's not a concept that's in fucking Mario, the video game.
True. Mortal Kombat did it.
Actually, they do say they go to different worlds, right?
Get out of here, Jeff Goldblum.
The Fly is here.
I should watch that movie.
It is so good. It is so good. I don't know. So that's Monster Hunter.
You know what I like about podcasting with you live? Get so heated.
Yeah, we gotta stare at each other and be like, I'm pissed off.
Yeah, like this movie sucks.
But I kind of liked it at points.
I got a rhythm going. Oh, you're not feeling it? Okay.
Yeah.
And get out of here, Jeff Goldblum. Peter, do you recommend it? Or do you got to wait for a fucking sequel?
Let's just put it this way. I think a sequel could actually improve it.
Like Terminator 2.
You know what?
Maybe we don't need this movie. We need the sequel to come out to appreciate it, and then we just make this non-canon.
Maybe
non-canon.
Maybe, but or you do like what they did, like with Judge Dredd and then Dredd, like you take like the character and just kind of put it in a whole new situation that's more of a condensed version. You know, it's more concise on what they're actually portraying. Like I think that's the point. Like I said, dude, the actual monster hunting was fucking awesome. It's just all the other stupid little parts, like Milla and Tony Jaa, I thought was actually pretty cool, and I liked that whole story. It's as soon as they started introducing more characters, I'm like, wow, this is getting really strange, and they look like fucking anime people, and that's the weird part.
See, and that's where you lose me with live action stuff with Japanese and Asian stuff.
Yeah, why do they have to have crazy hair? I mean, like, just make them normal people that are in this world. Like, I don't like.
100%.
Yeah, they try to stay too true to like the characters in the film or in the video game, I think. Even though, again, I have not played the video game, but I want to now. Actually, I wanted to before because I like.
No, you don't.
I want to fight some monsters.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I'll probably never play it.
When's the last time you fired up a PlayStation?
Dude, since I moved, my PlayStation 4 is still in a box.
Same.
Yeah. I have not taken it out. And I even bought a Nintendo Switch, I think from your recommendation. And
It's still in a box?
No, I took it out, but I don't hardly ever play it.
Mine's in a box.
Actually, I played it not too long ago with Gianna. That was kind of fun. The kids like it every once in a while. They'll play it, so.
Video games do better.